Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. We missed you. How's everybody doing, party people? Whenever we miss like our live stream, I get sad.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we were able to do it this weekend.
I'm always like, when I press the button, I'm like, is anybody going to show up? Are people going to be here? People going to show up to the party? Did I buy too much soda?
Probably. Is that a quote from? Is that a quote from something?
No.
Oh.
I was just saying, like, when you have a party, did I buy too much beer? Did I buy too much soda? They over anticipate how many people are going to show up.
How's everybody doing? We've got a lot to talk about since we saw you last. You might notice my Spirit jersey. Oh, yeah. That might be a hint of what we're going to be talking about.
And if that's not a hint, then the title of this video.
Oh, is it in the title?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't even see that.
How is everybody doing? It's great to see all the regulars.
Yeah, we got to go on the Disney Wish. We've only been home like a day, so.
Day?
2 days?
No, more than that.
Oh, 3 days?
Didn't we get off on Wednesday?
Okay, well, it feels like a day for me.
Yeah, because I did a podcast on Thursday and Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, 4 days?
It's been more than a day. I don't know where she has been.
I thought it was only 2 days for some reason.
Okay, we'll get to questions in just a second. Let people pile in here. It's funny, from like the time we start the show until like 5 minutes later, there's like, 500, 700 more people in here. And then they ask questions about what we said in the first 5 seconds. So,
yeah, hello to all the replay watchers in the future.
Oh, are we time traveling?
I mean, we're always time traveling.
Hello, future people.
In the future, they wear yellow yellow, green.
No, we're in the past.
Oh, no, we're in the future.
No, we're in the past sending a message.
Right now, we're in the future, and then we're going to be in the past.
Right now, we're in the present.
Oh, okay.
Kitra doesn't get time travel, guys. Okay, someone says cruise lag. Yeah, that's exactly what is happening to Kitra.
I really thought it only was 2 days, but you're right.
That's funny. Okay, we had a couple super chats before we even went live. I took a photo.
Brittany asked, did you guys get the $5,000 drink? No.
Yes, we totally drank it. We forgot to film it.
No, unfortunately.
And I don't know how we got the money, but.
No, they didn't have it. It wasn't ready yet. I was going to ask just if we could see the container or something. We weren't planning on buying it, but they were like, it's not here. Like, we're not ready.
The funny thing is,
I was like, oh, okay.
There's some descriptions of what the drink is online. And our bartender was like, oh, we haven't finalized the drink. So that description is not accurate.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, they didn't even have like the thing to show us.
Yeah.
But guess what? We're going back. So maybe they'll have it when we go back.
Will we buy it then?
No, but I'm going to ask to see it. Maybe someone that we're like in there with might buy it or something.
Do we know people that would buy the $5,000 drink?
That are going to be on the cruise with us?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I just meant in general.
Maybe we could get like, because we know some other YouTubers that are going to be on board. Maybe if we get like everybody that we know to be in the room, everybody like submit like $100. Oh, that wouldn't even add up.
That would be like 500 people.
Yeah, that wouldn't add up.
Right? Or wait, is my math wrong?
Everybody submits
50 people?
Yeah, we don't know that many people. Okay, anyways.
The bar only holds 50 people, so if everybody in the bar gave $100,
we could do it.
Yeah.
But who gets the trip to Skywalker Ranch, though?
Me. Narissa says, when will the first vlog be posted? Hopefully by tomorrow. You guys know that we like to film a lot of footage, so we were debating on putting out one really long vlog or cutting it into two, or I think what's going to end up happening is that it's still going to be pretty long, but then I'm going to move around certain things that we did. Like we went to the Hyperspace Lounge that night, but it's not going to be in our first vlog because so I'm going to move it to a different day and it'll be like magic and you'll, it's like an editing secret. So like, it's going to be like a mishmash of stuff.
it's like in movies where you go through a door and they're shooting that in Hollywood, and then through the door is like someplace in Spain, and it's edited together. Movie magic. You don't even know.
You'll just know because.
But now that you told them,
now you'll know because we're wearing different T-shirts. So keep an eye out for that.
No one will notice.
So like if I'm wearing one shirt and then I switch to another one, that's why.
Before we get to the cruise stuff, let's just get these super chats really quick. Myra sent a super chat before we got going. Thank you so much, Myra. Says, OA family, bright nights. I'll be late, but always showing my love with a little super chat. Shout out to the OA family, my dearest friends. Thoughts on Miss Marvel finale. Happy birthday to Pixel.
Yeah, it was Pixel's birthday the other day. She's 8 years old.
Pixel, come here. Come on.
Come on.
It's your birthday. Come on, Pixel. This happens every live stream, and then like we just spend like a minute going this. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on, Stinky Buns. Oh, yeah.
So
Stinky
it was Pixel's birthday on the 14th.
She's like, your Coke Zero is blocking my head. Yeah, so she's an old lady.
Your alien crystal skull is blocking my head.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, look what Peter bought.
Yeah.
It's so creepy.
The light's up too. Let me turn it on. I'm sorry. I'm taking
you're
away.
Literally traumatizing her. Do you see how scared she is?
She's scared?
Pixel.
Okay, I'll get it away from her.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Pixel.
You could see, like, if you look really close on her face, she's got like white hairs because she's an old lady.
Yeah.
Got an old lady face.
How old did we find out she was?
8.
Oh, she's running
Or
away.
like in dog years, I forget,
Yeah.
like 60 something. Or Pixel. Okay, she wants to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be here.
You scared her.
Anyways, Miss Marvel, she has not seen the finale. I did. I was very surprised at the revelation at the end. That was crazy.
I haven't seen it. Probably not going to see it, so if you want to spoil it.
No, we're not
Okay,
spoiling
no
it.
spoilers here, but eventually...
No. You should see it.
Okay, in the chat, no spoilers. Sorry, I can't believe I just
You
said
should
that.
see it because it's a big thing for the history of Marvel.
Oh, okay. Maybe one day I'll watch it.
Migos Brew sent a super chat. Did the chicken tenders get better further out? Let's see. Nothing but love for you guys. Please shout out to Sylvia and Yeti.
Yay, Sylvia Yeti.
Yeah.
So we posted a picture of the chicken tenders on our Instagram because, like, the chicken tenders... See, now she's excited.
Yeah.
Good girl playing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you know this, but on Disney cruise ships, chicken tenders are like the Dole Whip of the Disney cruise ships. You have them on deck. They're awesome. Everybody loves them.
Yeah. So we got them and they were like awful. They were small. They weren't
awful.
They were gross. They were like borderline.
They were just small.
But then I found out some people sent us a message. They said that they might have been the gluten-free tenders that like Disney normally has. So I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I wonder if they ran out of supply
I saw
or something.
photos of like other. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe since they were like running out of everything else.
Because we watched someone else's video and they had the real chicken tenders, like
Yeah.
the big ones. Like these were like they were like chicken finger. They were like chicken fries.
They were inedible. Sorry.
They were not inedible.
Like if you're gluten free, like they were fine, but they were not good. I'm sorry.
They were fine. They just were small and.
No. So gross.
Anyways, thank you so much, BB Beep. Let me jump through these really quick. Thomas, thank you so much. Says thank you for your information. Very helpful.
Awesome. I'm glad we could help.
Tessa Wood is here. Thank you for being here, Tessa. Says I've missed you guys. So happy to make a live stream
Yay,
again.
We're happy you're here, Tessa.
And Nerdy Steffi. You want to read this one?
Yeah. Hey, love you both on this channel so much. Do you think you're able to get into oh my God, how do you say it? Enchante? Do you think you're able to get into Enchante or champagne tasting without a reservation? They are full already from my upcoming cruise. So if you're talking about like the drink tastings that they do, those normally book out. You could sometimes ask guest services, or you could just keep checking the app and sometimes times will pop up. So I would suggest keep checking.
Yeah, same with premium dining like Polo
Yeah.
and Enchante.
A lot of times we don't book like in advance and we'll ask as soon as we get there and there is reservations. But since this is a new ship, I don't know.
Everybody wants to eat at those
Yeah.
places, so they might be sold out.
But
we have not gotten Enchanté for our next cruise.
yeah, but we're going to go to Palo.
Yeah.
But there is a bar up there called the Rose Bar, and that you don't have to have a reservation for. So I don't think they serve any food, but if you want to just go up there and like get a drink and kind of like just be up near those restaurants, I'm sure you could wander in and like look at them or whatever. That you could totally do that. Enchanté.
Ed is here, says, howdy guys. Hope the Wish was a fun time. It was.
Ed. Thanks for being here.
We'll talk about that in a second. Justin sent the rainbow to us. I didn't see any rainbows from the ship. And Nerds Doing Things. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hope to run into you guys at D23. That picture of you, Peter, in the dining room was insane. Can't wait to see. That wasn't the dining room. That was the Great Hall. That's like the atrium. It's like if Cinderella's castle exploded.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful. And we're going to be at D23. We're going to be there the whole time, so you'll probably see us.
Yes.
We can't wait to see you.
I think I got through all of...
Somebody just asked me, Pamela says, what is Enchanté? Is it a restaurant? Yeah, so it's the brand new restaurant on the Disney Wish. Before there was Palo and Remy. Those were the two like upscale premium dining options. Now they have Palo Steakhouse, and then they have Enchanté, which is like...
Enchanté is by the same chef that worked at Remy, although I think he's a bigger role in this, and he's a 3 Michelin star chef, and it's supposed to be...
Yeah, so it's themed as Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, and then Palo is kind of themed after Cogsworth, sorry. And then the Rose Bar is like the Rose from Beauty and the Beast, so...
One more super chat, and then let's talk about the Wish.
Yes.
Timber416, thank you so much, says we are taking our 10-year anniversary cruise in August of 2023 on the Fantasy.
Ooh.
You are invited to see how a wedding vow renewal works on a board Disney ship if you're aboard.
Hey, you never know.
Formal
You never know.
invitation to fall.
That's like literally my dream is to get married or a vow renewal on like, cause I see people with like wedding photos from Castaway Cay, and I'm like, or Castaway Key. Sorry.
Do they actually get married there? How does that work?
They might. I'm not 100% sure, but I've seen the Disney cruise ship weddings, and it looks, except it'd be so hot. Can you imagine like having to walk out onto the island, like in your tuxedo, and then like standing in the sand to take photos when it's like 100 degrees out?
We went out there for a half an hour just to take some photos because we didn't want to leave the ship because there's so much new stuff. And by that half an hour, I was just like dripping. It was gross.
It was so hot in Florida too.
Okay, I'm going to keep track of the super chats, but we're going to talk about the Wish for a second.
Yeah, Stacy really quick asked if I got motion sickness on the cruise. I did not. I didn't feel it at all. The only time I ever felt the ship moving was the very final evening, because I think they were going really fast trying to get back to Florida. But even then, it wasn't that bad. It was just kind of like shaking a little bit, but...
Just like vibrating.
Yeah, vibrating a little bit.
So the Disney Wish is the newest cruise ship from Disney Cruise. It's the... Wait. I can't talk. The Disney Wish is the newest cruise ship from Disney, part of the Disney Cruise Line. This is the 5th ship, and it's the first ship in over a decade. And it's basically them redoing the concept completely. It's from like the other 4 ships kind of
are all similar.
Yeah.
And this one is like completely different. It's similar and different at the same time, but it is incredible. Spoiler alert. It is beautiful. It might be my favorite.
I'm going to say this. This will be a tease.
Well, I've only ever done 2 other ones. I think
about 85% of the changes that they've implemented with this cruise ship vastly improve things. And then I think there's like 15-20% that are like really bad steps.
Yeah, there's some bad decisions, but I would say overwhelmingly the majority is good.
Yes, I'm happy with it. But okay, so what do you want to talk about first?
I don't know. It's almost like we should have planned this.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know we were talking about the Disney Wish until I looked at her at the Instagram of the live stream, and she was like, "Come talk about the Disney Wish with us."
Yeah. Well, of course. What else are we have? Nothing else happened the past week. Let's talk about like the grand, like when you first walk in. So when you first walk in, there's this, what is it called? The Great Hall?
Yeah.
It's called the Great Hall. Before they used to call it the atrium. It's
the Great Hall or Grand Hall?
Grand Hall, Great Hall.
One of the two.
I forget. And it's basically like the center of the ship, like the main hub of the ship. And do we spoil things? Well, I guess the video is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. Is there really spoil? I don't know if there's. I mean, we won't spoil like story moments and like the shows and stuff. But aside from that, like everything we're going to talk about is stuff that you could find online.
So it's themed after Cinderella, and Cinderella is the statue that's in the Grand Hall, which is like a little bit controversial because it's kind of creepy looking.
Why is it controversial?
I don't know. It's just like, or not controversial, but it's just like some people really think it's ugly.
Oh yeah.
Like I posted photos of it on Instagram and like half of the like replies were like, okay, that's terrifying.
The face is a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But then there's like a giant star chandelier and some magic happens with it that like lights up the entire area. It's very, very magical.
Yeah. It's interesting because we should say this. We were invited by Disney. It was a media cruise. It was partially like radio and TV media, and then a lot of travel agents, and then some people that won contests. So we should say that we did not pay for this cruise. Yeah. Although we have a cruise coming up that we have paid for.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar thing like with the Star Cruiser. We had already booked a cruise because we were very excited about this, and then we got invited. We never expected to be invited, but we're very grateful that they invited us and we get to go twice because we didn't see everything. Like there's like full rooms that we didn't even get to go in.
Yeah, and by rooms you mean like
areas,
like
which
lounges
is like,
and like entertainment spaces,
which is crazy
stores.
To me. It's that like massive.
Yes, it's huge. It is 4,000 people can be on the ship. And when we were on it, it was 2,000 people. So it was half capacity, or I don't know, 2,000. They said half capacity. I'm guessing it
seems pretty empty.
I'm interested to compare when we go back. But this right now, this cruise ship is doing 3 and 4 night cruises. And to me,
look at Gizmo.
Yeah. To me, immediately, it feels like this is a 7-night cruise ship. Because you cannot get anything done on this cruise ship in 3
Well, it's
nights.
their biggest ship too, right?
Yeah.
Out of all of them. Yeah. So I wonder, there's reasons why I think it can never be a 7-night cruise because of one of the dinner shows, the Frozen dinner show.
They can.
I mean, unless they change
They can do a second night of that.
But I don't know what they would do. Like, how would it be?
Or it could just be a second night that doesn't have a show. It could just be like. They've done that in like Animator's Palette and like. Tiana's on the other what ship is that?
They do? They do. Well, yeah, Animator's Palette, they have 2 shows.
But Tiana's like you can have dinner there again, and I don't think you get
I didn't realize that.
A show with the second night. But like something like Marvel could have a second night show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Sorry, I got sidetracked.
There being so much.
Oh yeah. So much to do. I think so. Our stateroom is very similar as well, but also like very different. It's a lot brighter. If you remember, like from our old Disney cruise, I think we have one Disney cruise series that we have on our channel. If you go back and look,
the Disney Wonder. It was in October of
last year. The rooms are very dark and like nautical and like traditional, kind of like old timey.
Yeah, merry time of the past. It's interesting because I feel like there's a lot of people that like a lot of people out there are Disney fans or Disney parks fans. And I feel like there's also a huge like niche of people that are Disney Cruise Line fans. And they go on all the Disney cruise ships. I'm not sure how they're going to respond to this ship. I think there's going to be a lot of people. This is so different. There's going to be a lot of people that might be like, you know what, I'm going to stay with the other 4.
Well, good news. They can.
Yeah.
Until those ships are retired, if they ever retire them.
Yeah.
But the rooms are beautiful. Or not every single level, but multiple levels are themed differently. So like, for example, we stayed on the Sleeping Beauty level. I think there's
like 2 different on each, or there's, it's hard to
we say
explain.
it in the video. I forget, but there's a bunch of different themes. Like I think there's a Princess and the Frog. There's like Moana.
I wish I had Moana.
Moana, I think, is like the suite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have some other Moana rooms, though, I think.
So we got Sleeping Beauty, so I'm interested to see when we go again. Hopefully, like, we get
Get
a different one. If not, I mean, whatever. But
the rooms are a lot more, like, colorful, modern. It's
they feel bigger because the walls, I don't know, it just, like, feels brighter in there. Like, the lights in the mirror are, like, super bright for, like, doing your makeup or whatever. So I feel like it really, like, brightens up the room more.
Yeah, for sure. And what else should we talk about with it?
Maybe you guys have, if
if people have questions, let us know. Actually, let me get quickly the ones that were built up here. Myra says, Kitra, looking so shiny and gorgeous. You're on fire. Peter also looks radiant.
Oh,
it's the first time I've
ever
been called radiant. I'll be sending some goodies for the doggies.
Aww.
What does drink stay? Tiki, Mai Tai rum.
Yeah, I'm drinking I just realized this matches my outfit, but it's the Topo Chico Margarita Hard Seltzer Prickly Pear. It's really good.
Yeah.
Myra, I was going to say, I'm going to send your stickers soon. I'm going to send her some stickers. Yeah. But I need to remember to do that.
I just lost one of these.
Everyone is saying that they like this spirit jersey. Thank you. I thought it was very pretty.
She almost didn't get it. I convinced her to get it.
Well, I'm kind of like over my spirit jersey phase. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like getting over it, but then I like put it on and I was like, oh no, I'm not over it.
KT Grandma says,
she says, I love your spirit jersey. So glad you had fun. What other YouTubers are going to be on your next Wish trip? Happy birthday. So I'm not sure if they want us to say.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But we only know of one.
Yeah, no Disney.
One. Yeah, no Disney people that we know of, but there could be.
Yeah, some travel vloggers.
Yeah.
Sarah says, Kitra, you look lovely in your jersey. It's beautiful color. How do you rank Wish against the other cruise?
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
Cruises? I'm wondering if she's asking also Royal Caribbean or if she's just talking about Disney.
So this is only my 3rd Disney cruise.
I've only been on the Wonder, the Fantasy, and this.
Same. So
it used to be called the Grand Slam. If you could do the Wonder, the Magic, the Fantasy. Oh my God, fake fan. What's the other one?
Dream.
Yeah.
Wow. Fake fan.
But now you got 5. So what's bigger than the Grand Slam?
I don't know.
Or is this the new Grand Slam?
It's the new Grand Slam. I don't know. That's so hard to choose. Don't make me choose. I can't choose. I feel like I'm going to say Fantasy because that was my first ever Disney cruise and that was like a life-changing. Like that was like one of the best trips I think we've ever had. And it's not on YouTube. What about you?
I don't know. I feel like I need to be on a real cruise. The thing, you'll see our videos coming up either tomorrow or Monday. Tomorrow? Okay. They're not ready. But and I'm not sure if this comes across in the video, but when we were there, we weren't on a normal cruise. It was a preview cruise, and they were literally still painting stuff and putting up signs, and like entertainment wasn't there, and like we didn't really get to experience like the full thing.
Well, so same with Wonder of the Seas as well.
Yeah. So I feel like I want to experience the full thing before I can.
Yeah. A pro tip. If you go on probably the first month or 2 of sailings of any new ship, things aren't going to be ready.
Yeah.
So don't get disappointed when things aren't ready.
Aaron said, thank you so much. Aaron says, did you guys already buy your tickets to Oogie Boogie Bash? We did. They're sold out. So if you didn't buy them, that's tough.
Yeah. We'll be there opening night, I think.
And Brianna, thank you, says, have you all been to Cutwater Distillery in San Diego? Love your videos. We did.
Yeah, we
didn't
did.
record a video, though.
Yeah, I want to go back and film a video there because it's pretty cool.
Okay, so we have some questions here. Was Hyperspace Lounge just as cool as the bar in Galactic Star Cruiser? Yes and no.
It was cool in a different way. At first, because I didn't look at anything before we went because I wanted to be like completely like spoiler free. My first initial reaction was it's very small. It's very, very small. But I mean, I guess that makes sense because you're on a cruise ship.
Kidder says you might call it the Royal Flush.
That'd be funny.
Well, the Royal Flush is 5 cards.
No, that's what you call Royal Caribbean.
Oh, do you?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
So first initial thought, I was like, okay, this isn't as good as the Sublight Lounge, but the longer I was in there, the more and more I liked it. It is really small though. That's the only thing. And
so it's like 1/5 the size or 1/4 the size of Oga's Cantina. It's not grungy and dirty like Oga's Cantina.
It's more of like just Oga's Cantina.
I know. It's more of like a luxury Star Wars bar, so it's more in line with Sublight Lounge on the Star Cruiser. But Sublight is like a lot more themed out. This feels like a little bit more minimalistic. But the cool thing is there's these windows. Instead of outlooking into the water, it's outlooking into space, and every 7 minutes. I don't know how that happened. Okay, sorry about that, guys. The audio cut out.
When did it?
I don't know. I don't know when it cut out. So we're back.
What is that on your computer?
What? It's back.
Okay. I don't know what we were talking about. I'm sorry.
The drinks.
What did the last thing you heard?
The drinks.
I want to see what
Just
they
talk
say.
about the drinks.
I don't think the drinks were as good as Sublight. What about you?
I think the drinks are better than Sublight. At least the one I had. Did I have 1 or 2?
1.
I had 1? Yeah. I had this one that was like Freetown Reserved from Tatooine, and it was like made in this, I don't even know how you describe it. It's like, it looked like one of those things where you like drip coffee down, like whatever, and then like he brings it over and there's like alcohol in there and there's like smoke coming out of it, and he puts in your glass like this ice cube that has an etching in the ice cube.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't notice that until I was watching somebody else's video.
It's in our video. You can see it.
Yeah, but you can't really, like, I don't know. I didn't notice it during the time.
I think it's almost like a metallic etching or something. Maybe not. I could be wrong. And then he pours the liquid into your glass, but it's also like pouring smoke. So the smoke is coming out of your glass and the liquid. I don't know. That's cooler than anything I think that was in Subway Lounge, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it was just like whiskey with like smoke.
No, it was
or
like
bourbon or whatever.
I don't know, it was cool.
The drink that I ordered. So what I was trying to say is we were really tired when we went in there, and it's so small that there's like reservations for it, and they sold out like in the first day. So we weren't able to go back. So we only ordered like 3 drinks or 2 drinks and then 1 non-alcoholic drink. But I wish I would have just sucked it up and we could have ordered like more things. But we're going to go back.
Yeah. By the way, some people are saying what happens every 7 minutes. That's where it cut out. So every 7 minutes,
oh man,
you have this view into space, and every 7 minutes, the ship that you are on makes a hyperspace jump to another part of the Star Wars galaxy. So you're out looking into space in another, like either like Mustafar or Tatooine, and you'll see ships that you might know flying around. It might be a moment from Star Wars history where there's a battle going on or something.
Yeah, like for example, we went to Tatooine and then the Razor Crest flew by, so that was pretty cool.
When you're above when you're above Chandrila, there is the Halcyon, or maybe not the Halcyon, but one of the Halcyon like Star Cruisers.
Yeah,
flying by. It is a Sublight Lounge is a little bit bigger. I think it's like 60 people. This is 50 people, so it is a little bit smaller. Here's well, what some people would call the rub. Here's the rub about the Hyperspace Lounge. It's so small, and there's going to be 4,000 people on some of these cruises, and it's going to be the thing that everybody wants to get into. And I have a feeling they're going to do reservations. When we were on, they didn't have that part figured out, and they just like started taking reservations like through guest services. Like you had to go through the app and there wasn't like a sign saying like get reservations. Just people started like.
So a lot of people didn't know, and I overheard some people like on the second day like that were really upset that they didn't get to go because they had no idea that you had to get reservations.
So by 9 p.m. on day one, reservations for Hyperspace Lounge were sold out for the entire voyage. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how they figure that out.
Yeah, I'm just hoping, like I told Peter when we go again, the first thing we're going to do is try to get a time to go back.
Yeah.
But the drink I got was really cool. It was from Mustafar, and it had a bunch of like glitter, like edible glitter. And then it was like chocolate, like a chocolatey coconut sort of drink.
Well, the thing also was they didn't have the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I told you to get that drink because they have this thing where they print a thing on top of the drink, but you can't see it. And then they take a black light and they put it over your drink and it like makes the image appear.
Yeah, so that wasn't working.
So it's kind of like those coffees.
So I think when we go back, we're gonna have to see. I'll order it again, or I'll ask him if it's working and I'll order it again. Yeah, because it was really good.
So I think the drinks are cool. I think the ambiance isn't as cool. It doesn't have a sabacc table. It has some artifacts laying around, but it's not like.
Yeah, it's not
really
the same as Oga's.
Yeah. I think it would be cool to hang out there, but the problem is it's going to be hard to get in there, and then you're going to have like a 45-minute time limit probably.
Yeah, it's like Oga's where you only have a certain amount of time to be in there.
Yeah.
But there is a place on the ship called the Cargo Bay, which is for kids, that has like all of the animatronic animals from Galaxy's Edge.
Plus porgs.
Plus a porg. And that was probably that was one of the things that I was super excited to see. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. That's something that I wish that they would bring to Galaxy's Edge.
Which one? Porgs? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone's mentioned, did you see Sublight Lounge has a new $75 drink that serves for?
Oh, yeah.
It looks incredible.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
If we ever go back, it's on our list.
Mouse Vibes. Edible glitter, sign me up. Of course.
So much glitter.
Of course, Ashley wants the glitter.
Ashley, there's a drink. We'll talk about the Arendelle restaurant because that was literally the best thing of the whole cruise for me. But there's a drink at Arendelle where there's glitter as well. I don't know what it is with Disney and like glitter.
Oh, here's a good question from Pamela. And I don't know the answer to this question. Pamela says, what would you rather do? Go on a Disney cruise ship or on the Disney Halcyon? And that's weird because we went on a 3-day.
Probably a Disney cruise. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. They're on par. And honestly, the Disney cruise could probably be cheaper.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Although they're not that far off, to be honest with you. Thoughts on the AquaMouse? So on the pool deck, they have a new thing. They're calling it the first attraction at sea, and it's the AquaMouse, and it's kind of like the AquaDuck that they've had on other versions of the cruise ship. It's a water roller coaster, and the cool thing, you know me, I'm lazy. For me, one of the cool things is usually with water rides, the thing that sucks is you got to climb up these stairs. Who likes climbing upstairs? No one. So this, you basically just get in the raft with another person, and it brings you up a lift hill, kind of like a roller coaster. And while you're getting up the lift hill,
there's like screens and like a little story happens and it like sprays water at you and stuff. And then
it's like the new Mickey Mouse shorts.
Yeah. And then you get to the top and then it's just like a water roller coaster. It's very short. That's my only complaint is it feels
it's like 2 minutes long.
Yeah. It feels shorter than the AquaDuck, but I haven't done that one in a long time, so I could be wrong.
Yeah. The coolest part is like when it goes over the side of the edge of the cruise ship, I think.
And then at the very end, there's like a Chip and Dale statue, which I appreciated, which I don't think we got on the video, but when we go on our next trip, we'll get it. The only thing I will say about this that I don't think I actually say in our video is
what?
If you're a handicap person, it's very hard to get in and out of the ramp because there's nothing really to like hold on to. I feel like before when it was just like, this one like goes in a loop. So you go up the hill. Don't not play mine.
No, I was going to play mine.
Okay,
I'm going to play mine.
I look
Nobody
very
make fun of
fat in mine.
me. Well,
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah, that's when you're over the side. How do I turn that off? How do I get rid of that? I don't know. Okay, there. Okay, bam.
So what I was saying is, so with the normal like ride, like the aqueduct that are on the other Disney cruise ships, you walk up the stairs, you get on, and then you go around, and then you get off. This one, you start, you go up, and then it brings you back to where you start, which is like a little conveyor belt, like moving platform. If you're disabled, they will slow it down. They will stop it for you. They will help you get up, whatever. But it was really, really hard for me with my ankle because there's nothing to like hold on to. Like,
well, the other thing is you were doing it. She was doing it alone. I did it alone because we did it in a special vehicle that had a camera mount.
Yeah.
Normally I would be in there and normally I would get up and then I would help you get up. But I was not there and I wasn't allowed to go onto the thing and help you get up.
So, but it kind of like traumatized me from wanting to go on it again because I just didn't want people staring at me or whatever. And I need to get over that. That's whatever. That's my own insecurity.
People like by the way, Dean says it looks short. I will say that the video right there is, they edited it. It's not the full.
They edited it. Yeah. But it is really fun. But what I was going to say is with the other one, like you stop at a certain spot and then you have time to like kind of get up and push. And there's like things to like help you get up. This one, like there isn't.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to go on it when we go again, because I do want to go on it again. And I need to just get over like people I don't think there is a weight limit because we're both, plus size and our weight combined is like a lot. And we could go on it together.
Although they're figuring things out because I think when we started our cruise, they were allowing single riders to go on by themselves. And then by the time we got on, they were not allowing. I mean, they were allowing for the
press thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Peter tried to go back on it again by himself and they wouldn't let him go alone.
Yeah. They needed two people.
And I was like, I don't want to go on it again. So we didn't go on it.
Agent Cooper asked, do you think the AquaMouse camera setup is for the media cruise only?
Yeah.
Yes, it is literally duct taped. It was like not a professional.
Like a GoPro, like duct taped to the thing.
Good news is if you have a GoPro, you need a like wrist strap. You can bring it on and go on.
Yeah, we didn't actually ask the weight limit, so we'll have to make a note of that, and obviously we'll ask them.
There was no listed weight limit.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
It's not a 200-pound weight limit because I weigh over 200 pounds and I was able to go on it.
Yeah, there's definitely not a 200-pound weight limit, or at least wasn't when we were on the ship. Let's get through a couple super chats really quick first. Jenna, you guys are super sweet. Became a Patreon today. Well, thank you.
Yay, thanks.
Binging the daily vlogs. Oh, well, thank you for being awesome, making my day a little brighter.
Oh, thanks, Jenna.
Thank you, Jenna. And I today have spent, while she's editing the cruise vlog, I spent today editing the next daily vlog, which takes you from me getting out of COVID to us going on the cruise ship in Florida. And we were hosted one night at the Boardwalk Hotel, which we've never stayed at. So we went there and we ate there. There's some fun stuff. So it'll be up there tonight or tomorrow.
Probably tonight.
Yeah, I tried to upload it before this, but I didn't have enough time. So.
Yeah.
Claudio sent a super sticker.
Oh, thank you, Quaid.
A Shiba dog jumping in the air with fireworks around him.
I saw it when it went by. It was very cute. Thank you so much, Quaid. Thanks for being here.
Do you want to read this one?
Yeah, discovered y'all's channel recently and I love it. You guys are so down to earth and I love your enthusiasm and positivity. Can't wait to see all your Wish videos. Thanks for making great content. Well, thank you.
I love your name.
I know.
Megara?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
We're excited for everyone to see the Wish videos. They're going to be long.
There's going to be a bunch of them. I want to actually, let's do it live in this chat right now.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Like, would you rather see half of our day at like 40 minutes, or would you like to see a 1 hour full version of our day? Okay, let me say that again.
Half the day would be like 20 something minutes.
But maybe in the future videos it might be. Would you rather see a 40-minute long, two 40-minute long half of our days, or do you like to see one video that's 1 hour and it's cut down a little?
I don't think anything's going to be an hour. I mean, it might. I wouldn't say an hour. I would say 50 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Because I think, I hate to break it to you, a lot of people message me and they all want long videos on Instagram.
I don't, it's not
Everyone's saying long.
super ordinary adventure video.
And I get that not everyone has time to watch like a long video, but
See, there's
it's hard to
there's a couple
split.
people.
It's making me work, or not work harder, but it's some of them are hard to split up. Like there's not, so like that's why I'm going to be mishing and mashing a lot of content to get like different days and different things, whatever. But the first one, as I have it right now with the Hyperspace Lounge, is cut for now and it's going to be in a different video, and a few other little things are cut. But right now I think it sits at like 48 minutes, or between 48 and 50 minutes. Is that too long? You know that we like to post long videos, so it was almost an hour and I got it down to 48 minutes. So I feel like that's like an accomplishment.
Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing mostly, I don't know, it's a mix. It really is a mix. There's some people that are 2, and then there's some people that are long. The problem with the long is we're cutting it down more. The 2 is going to be like more content, but split up more. Yeah, this is okay.
I think the first one is going to be 48. And a lot of people are saying 40. So is 48 really that much of a deal breaker?
48 is okay, someone says.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get more of these really quick.
And the future ones, they might be like split more, like to stay under 40 minutes.
Allie, thank you so much. Would you recommend staying on ship at Nassau instead of getting off port to enjoy the boat because of the size?
If you've never been to Nassau, I would say maybe at least go down, grab a drink, grab a snack, and then come back.
A lot of people say Nassau is the worst
Yeah, a lot of people say Nassau sucks.
What did they call Nassau? They're like, it's the...
I forget. We've been to Nassau twice. One time we didn't get off because of COVID when we were on the Symphony of the Seas, because we literally thought we couldn't get off. Second time we went to Atlantis, which was fun, but we didn't have enough time there.
If you have enough time to go to Atlantis, that might be worth it.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive. But I say it's worth it. I think it's worth it just for the experience. Or you could even go to Atlantis and just walk around. You don't have to pay for the water slides. I think you could go on the beach. Or actually, I don't know. You might need to pay to go on the beach. You could go gamble and like walk around the casino.
If you were on the Disney Wish, I would almost say it's probably better to just stay on the ship. And it sucks because we had a day at Castaway Cay and we didn't get off because there was no way we didn't see.
Yeah, we still didn't see everything.
Of the stuff, I think. So it depends.
And part of that has to do with like me still being injured and I'm just a lot slower and that sort of stuff. But when we go on our next cruise, we're going to get off and we're going to film a whole video on Castaway.
Yeah. What is more? Someone just sent a super chat and Trace.
That's right.
48 to 50 minutes is perfect. You rock.
Yeah, there we go. I like that answer. I heard Margaritaville in Nassau is fun.
What is more important to you? Is it laying on the beach and having laying out and swimming and snorkeling, or is it like having fun around the cruise ship? Because there's some people that go cruising that just love the cruise ship.
Yeah.
There's other people that love the ports.
I think Castaway, if you've never been, you have to go. Even just go down, get the food, look at the merch, get a drink, go in the water for like an hour, and then go back on the ship.
Yeah.
Which is what I wish we would have done, but we just didn't have time.
Yeah. Miguel says, thank you so much, Miguel. Says, I've been thinking about going on a Disney cruise, but my concern is the safety and cleanliness protocols. What are your thoughts on what you want?
Do you mean for COVID or just in general? It's so
clean.
So clean. Even before COVID, like cruise ships are some of the cleanest places because it's so like germ infest or germ.
Yeah, there could be the potential of spreading like.
So all the restaurants, you have to wash your hands or sanitize or whatever. And this was before the COVID.
Yeah.
So.
And in like, say like the buffet here, you don't serve yourself. They have to serve you and they're wearing like gloves and all that stuff. So it's not, I don't know. I really feel very safe on the Disney cruise ships or even cruise ships in general. I almost I felt when they were doing testing at the port, when they required you to test at the port, I felt more safe there than I did in the theme parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hope that answered your question. Rudio is here. Can I say the Pixel and Gizmo songs are pure gems?
Thank you. Masterpieces. Could thank Peter for at least the Pixel one.
The funny thing is, I thought we were the only ones that like made songs up about our dogs, but it turns out that everybody does that. So
yeah, of course.
I thought people were gonna like.
I feel like if you
don't
do that, something's wrong with you.
Well, yeah, a lot of people said that.
See, a lot of people say too long videos. Like I got so many messages were like, why don't you just do too long videos?
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That was my argument.
Do 40 is long.
2 40-minute videos instead of doing one like hour-long video.
I don't think it would ever be an hour. I think we're going to try to cap it at like 50.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like that was my argument is like oh no. I just made this go away. Where is it? My comments disappeared. Okay, there it is.
Kimberly Moore says, I have songs for my cats.
Yes. Red Rue says, so now you're back. Now that you're back, what's your next big order? We're going back on the cruise ship.
We're going back on the cruise ship very, very soon.
And we might stop at Comic-Con for a day.
Yeah.
You'll see.
We got one stop along the way, and then we're back to Florida. And we still haven't planned, like, if we're staying a few extra days or like we haven't really figured that out. So we should probably figure that out.
I gotta book the planes there.
Because we want to go to Epcot. I think we need to go to Epcot. At least 2 days in Epcot, one for food and wine, one for like everything else.
KT Grandma, thank you so much. I just wanted to also tell you guys, it's so awesome seeing you back. No question, you both look amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
She looks amazing. Jim and them, thank you, says recent Patreon.
Yay.
Watching the daily vlogs, how do you protect your prints in the bathroom? Is there a shower in there? Also, love Guardian's prints. You know what, Jim? I don't do anything special to protect them, and they've never gotten damaged.
They're just in frames.
I know some people are super worried about that. You know what? I don't ever expect to sell my prints. I expect they're going to be mine. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so if something were to happen or whatever, like... then, it just gives it more character.
Yeah.
Unless it completely gets ruined, then that would be sad.
Although that Guardians of the Galaxy one that's on the wall is like something that was only made for cast and crew and some friends. Mm-hmm. So it's worth a lot, or it's worth a significant amount more than like the other prints we have on our walls. So hanging in the bathroom was probably a bad idea.
Well, I get to look at it every day, so I'm fine.
I like it. Dean, thank you so much. Says, hey y'all, glad to make it to the stream from our trip to the mountains. Oh yeah, your trip looked amazing. What cruise ship chicken tenders in a hot tub? Wait, what cruise ship?
Disney, obviously.
Disney or Royal Caribbean?
I mean, on our latest cruise, no, but in the previous cruises, obviously Disney.
Gretchen says, when will you be back to Orlando?
Very soon.
But just for a cruise. I'm not sure if we're going to stay long.
Yeah.
Benny says, will you go to Vegas anytime soon?
Probably not anytime soon because it's very hot there, but we would like to go back eventually. Maybe later this year, whenever it's not summer anymore.
Yeah, I would like to go when it's not
because Vegas is like a completely different kind of heat than Florida.
That is true.
It's just as brutal, but for different reasons. Kathleen asked if we'll ever take an Alaskan cruise.
We'd love to.
Yes, it's on our list. We have nothing planned, but we want to.
Although I do hear it rocks a bunch.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. But I'll suck it up. I don't care. It's worth it.
Don Glover says 2 40-minute videos.
Okay.
There's votes all over the place.
Don, I don't think that's going to be for the first one, but in the future, that might be how it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
I really want our first video to be how it is because it has all the like frozen stuff in it, which I really want people to see.
Yeah. So This Life of Ours is here.
Hey guys.
Are you guys getting on Cosmic Rewind? We want to. She's worried.
I'm scared. I want to do it,
she gets motion sick.
I just have heard from so many people that it's like a barfatron if you get motion sickness. So,
but Guardians is also our favorite Marvel.
Yeah,
you're like falling off the like.
Yeah, I know. I'm relaxing right now.
Okay. Whitbit says, "Thank you so much. If You like shorter vlogs. YouTube saves them. You can come back to it later. Vicariously cruising with you. Can't wait.
That's very true. If you can't finish it, you could stop it and come back to it later. We're just like, it's hard for us to make short videos. We just talk a lot. Like,
We talk a lot, but like, I'm always like, maybe we could cut some here and cut some here and make it more interesting. Because I never wanted to like wear thin. Does that make sense?
Well, I think you guys will like it.
Yeah. Shauna says, Peter and Kitra, love you guys. Kitra, you are beautiful. Thanks for being positive and love your super nerddom. Feel like we could sit and talk Star Wars and Marvel.
Oh, well, thank you very much. What a sweet thing to say.
Crafton Katie says, Mr. Movie Elf and I love to watch your videos no matter how long.
There we go.
Keep them coming.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
Our friend Jackie's here. Jackie, we haven't watched your Wish videos yet.
I know.
We're gonna have to check them out.
I haven't watched anybody's. I was trying to stay spoiler free.
And the funniest thing happened, Jackie. We were like scrolling through YouTube, and it must be because we follow you. But all of a sudden, there was like this video from Ellen from years ago where you were on Ellen. We watched that.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
And she started crying.
Yeah.
Anyways, you are home. Can't wait to watch your Wish adventure. Let's get together soon. Happy birthday, Pixel.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yes, we need to get together soon because I have your stuffed animal.
Oh, yeah.
We should like get dinner or something.
Brian, thanks for being here, Brian. I say 2 videos, but make them
concentrating on just the meals of the day and the other activities and stuff on the ship, maybe 25, 30 minutes. Well, I think one video is going to be just... See, I feel like if it's just food, though, like if a whole video is just food, people are going to be bored.
Yeah, I think people would be bored. Here's the problem with YouTube or marketing in general, marketing anything in general is...
Tiny Little Frog, yes, we've been seeing your drawings.
Yes, your drawings are awesome. Is people that watch a channel will watch like the daily vlog. They'll watch the whole thing. Mm-hmm. They like the people, Tim and Jen go on a vacation. We watch like the whole day of them doing stuff.
Yeah. I live for a 50-minute long video.
Yeah, we love that.
I'm a freak. Like
but new viewers like,
who are just like Disney Wish. They like
Disney, but they like, Hyperspace Lounge video. There's a thumbnail with Kitra in the Hyperspace Lounge, and like I want to click on that, and I want to know about Hyperspace Lounge. And I'm like, let me look at more of their videos and stuff we got. So it pays to break things up a little bit, sadly, but we like doing both.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
First one I think is going to be a little long. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Was there fireworks on your Wish cruise? Yes.
There was. Oh, I totally forgot. Because I was like, what did we do on day 2? That was when the pirate party was.
That's why you're like, this day 2 is going to be one video. Day 2 is not going to be one video.
No, it's probably not. But there's a brand new, so on every Disney cruise, they have like a pirates night, pirate party. Or I guess they just have a pirate themed.
By the way, we got 2,000 people in here.
Hey.
Guys, hit the like. There's only 500 that have done it.
Okay. So this one, it's a brand new pirates party. And it's kind of like a rock concert with Red from Pirates of the Caribbean being like the singer of like this 80s kind of like rock band. And
it sounds corny, but it's so good.
It's so...
I mean, it's also corny, but it's still good.
It's very corny, but it is so dang good. And I hope it translates on the video because in real life... And then the fireworks go off at the end. And I think it's the longest or just the most fireworks that I've ever seen on a Disney cruise.
We were listening to the DCL podcast. I'm not sure if this is true because I didn't notice it while we were watching it. Mm-hmm. But usually they played music to the fireworks, mm-hmm. and they said that they were playing live to the fireworks.
It was usually like the fireworks on the Disney cruises are awesome because you're in the middle of the ocean and they're shooting off fireworks, so it's a very cool experience that no other cruise ship does. But they're a little, they're not like when you go to Disney World and you see the fireworks or whatever. This felt like, I don't know if it was just like where we were standing or the music or what, but it felt more epic to me.
Yeah, it was more epic. I will say the one criticism of the fireworks is the AquaMouse now kind of gets in the way of them.
Yeah.
So it kind of blocks your view of the fireworks.
I didn't mind.
But you'll see it when you see the video.
Sorry, I just got very excited thinking about that because I was like skimming through the because I'm trying to edit day 2 today.
By the way, we just got 250 likes out of nowhere.
Good job. Are you proud of yourself?
It's not they did it.
Good job, guys. Let's get to 1,000.
Yes.
Christine says, are there any negatives about the ship? Yes, we do have our nitpicks.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about that really quickly.
Okay.
So I think the biggest negative about the ship for me, well, this is a positive and negative. Let's start with the positive.
It's like both sides.
Yeah. So on Disney cruise ships, they have a section, a district that's the adult district. So it's like
there's like a bunch of different themed bars.
Oh my God, I'm forgetting the name
lounges. Of them. There's like the 2.
But that's just like the venue. I forget what that district's called.
Isn't it just called the district?
No,
I don't remember.
It's called something. Anyways, they have a whole part of the ship that's like the adult area. So at night they have like game shows there. They have bars. They have a piano bar. They have all these like different areas.
Champagne bar.
In this ship, they've gotten rid of this district and they've instead put these areas all around the cruise ship. So you have a lot of little lounges and a lot of like cool places. That I like. I like that. But it does make it confusing on like where anything is because it's easier to learn one of the old Disney cruise ships.
By the end of our trip, we still didn't know like where anything was.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad. I mean, we knew we're like the general area, but we're always confused of like which way to go. Like we never.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So on top of that, my whole through line here is the adults, how they've kind of what they've done with the adults. There's usually this area on Disney cruise ships called the Quiet Cove. That's where the adults only. They have a pool. They have at least 1 hot tub, if not 2. They have a coffee shop. It's usually like kind of like not mid, but mid back a little bit. Here they've moved it all the way to the aft, and it's tiny. It's so small. It's like this infinity pool.
And you have to walk all the way to the back. Like it's just like a far distance.
Yeah. When we went back there,
disabled.
It was kind of like people soup. It was just like it looked like a carnival ship
like
where like people with like
room.
boom boxes. Like it was a party.
Yeah, there was like
pool.
people with like portable like Bluetooth speakers, like freak dancing and like Corona bottles everywhere. And it was just funny because like normally like in the Quiet Cove, it's just people like laying around like. You know, people get loud, but it's not like a party. Like this felt like we were in like Cancun and like there was no place to sit. And I don't know, it was just like very strange.
Then in addition to that, the deck above it is like the smoking area. So the people are smoking up there and the smoke gets, because you're moving, comes down to like wafts down to where you are. I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to fix it. There's ways of fixing it because there's like 2 like little circular, what would you call them?
So I would say if you
hangout spots.
Yeah. There's like 2 small little infinity pools and then right next to them like these areas where you sit and there's like an inch of water and then there's water that comes down like on tiles behind you, which I wish they would have just made those hot tubs. But whatever. But I think the pro tip for that is you either need to get there really early in the morning or really late at night when like everyone's eating dinner, because otherwise it's going to be crowded the whole time. So yeah, my nitpick.
Hold on. Before you move on to your nitpick, I'm just going to pull up concept art of this so that
like
people can.
It looks beautiful.
So people can see. Oh no. This is probably not a good image, but okay.
Like don't those look like hot tubs on the side?
So
those aren't hot tubs.
This is what it is. So imagine that second level is like the smoking area. So people are smoking up there and the smoke kind of wafts down there. And then that infinity pool right at the end there is awesome. We never got into it.
We never got into it because it was too crowded.
But then those 2 things on the side are like...
I thought they were hot tubs this whole time. And then we got there and they were just like seats.
So there's no hot tub back there. There's a hot tub in the Quiet Cove area on the side of the ship, but it's right at the exit of the AquaMouse. So every like 30 seconds you hear Mickey go, "Oh boy."
Yeah, it's very... And I didn't see another hot tub on the entire ship besides in the spa. So unless we just missed it... I feel like that's a huge missed opportunity if there's only one hot tub and it's in the adults area.
Yeah.
Was there other ones and we just never saw them?
I don't know.
We'll explore next time we're there. But I was going to say, so, and then also back in the Quiet Cove area, we're spending a lot of time talking about this, but that's where the Cove Cafe is, which is like the coffee bar. And it's very, very small and it's in the very back corner and there's only one way to get to it. Like you can't like exit and leave. You have to go all the way back around. So I feel like that's a negative for me because I'm injured and it hurts to walk. So like it was like annoying to me, but I wanted to go there.
In Quiet Cove, the cafe, the coffee bar is smaller.
There's
Doesn't
no
have
food.
snacks.
There's normally snacks. Like on all the other ships, there's like you could get a bunch of snacks that are complimentary. This one, there was no snacks. But it was fine. But then also another nitpick is normally on a Disney cruise ship, there's 3.
By the way, Kitra says it's called the District on the Dream and the Europa on the Fantasy.
Of course he knows. Yeah. There's usually 3 spots for the elevator. So in the middle, in the front, and in the back. This on the Disney Wish, there's only 2. So by doing so, there's more space to have more lounges and more things. So that's great. So we got the Hyperspace Lounge and all these different places because there's no elevators there, which I love that. But at the same time, this is coming from perspective as somebody who is disabled. It's very hard when you want to just go to a thing, but you have to walk all the way
to the back of the ship.
To the back.
It's not all the way at the back, but
but it's just like it takes extra effort to like get there. So that was like annoying to me.
The thing about that annoys me, aside from what you just said, is on previous Disney cruise ships, the atrium has been the hub. That's where you see the characters, and it's like everybody kind of like goes in the atrium, and there's like elevators there. You usually are going down to another level to go see something, and you're like, oh, Chippendale, let's go meet them. And I feel like that doesn't happen as often because you don't have that.
We didn't find ourselves in the middle area that often because the elevators are not there. Yeah. So I feel like we missed out on a lot of like seeing the characters because we just were never in that area.
Yeah. Now this sounds like a lot of complaining.
It isn't. We're just being real.
This is like 15% that I think they took steps back. And I think these are things that people that have been on previous Disney cruises are really going to like focus on. But I think there's a lot of great new stuff here. Let's get some super chats really quick here. Jeff says, we met y'all back when Space 220 opened.
Ooh.
Pre-ordered all your suggestions.
Nice.
But this is the first time catching you live. Great to be here.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Jeff. I want to go back to Space 220.
Yeah, me too. Samantha, thank you so much. Overall, how was your experience in the Wish?
Amazing. We had a great time.
Yeah.
We're very, very excited to go back. Because initially I was like, are we going to really have, new things to film if we go back again so soon? But trust me, we are. Because we didn't get to see like anything. So
I really feel like this is a 7-night cruise ship.
Yeah. 3 days isn't long enough.
It's tough. They're going to make money charging a premium for 3 or 4 days until they build a second ship, and then the second then they'll make this the 7-day, and then the second ship will be a 3-4 day. Like that's what they're going to do.
Chris asked about Cove Cafe if he wanted to get a soda, how far would he have to walk? So you would just have to go.
It's just a midship. Actually, that's not that far.
No, you would just have to go down a few levels to Marceline's or midship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm. So it's not that far. It's just like, I don't know. It was annoying to me.
Yeah. Hair God says, thank you so much. Hair God says, thanks for and continue to give shots of the menu and drink lists. You're awesome. Love you guys. I do it every time. If it's not in there, blame her because she cuts it out.
Well, what I'm trying to do, I think we're going to try to do going forward in our videos, and I've been trying to do it this time, is I'm putting the ingredients on the screen for the hearing impaired or we can't pronounce things correctly. I don't know from now on or if we're just going to skip saying the ingredients because maybe that'll cut down on time.
Well, maybe.
But for every drink.
The problem is that when you cut that out, then it cuts down on the close-up of the food.
So I've been trying to put on screen, we'll say the ingredients, but then I'll also visually tell you what's in it. So that takes a lot of effort. So hopefully you enjoy it.
We need to get a cool lower third thing for that because what we have now, I feel like looks.
I tried.
And it just like uses their normal thing.
Yeah.
John, thank you so much. Great shirt, Peter. Where did you get it? Heroes and Villains.
They have the
Love Heroes.
best stuff there.
Don Murphy is here. Says great stuff. Keep it going.
Thank you, Dawn.
Kenzie says, how is the Marvel dining experience? I love your food reviews because I am picky and only like chocolate chip cookies, chicken tenders, and margaritas.
Dude, Kenzie, same. If I could just eat that, that's why I'm
The
fat.
Marvel dining experience, Worlds of Marvel, I think was my second most anticipated thing on the ship. I wanted that Hyperspace Lounge, and that was my second. That was my top of the restaurants they have on the ship. And I will say, after all is said and done, it might be my second of the three.
Yeah, Arendelle. Okay, the Marvel restaurant did not live up to my expectations, if I'm going to be honest. Was it cool that it exists? Yes. Do I appreciate it? Yes. But the number one best restaurant on the Disney Wish is Arendelle.
Wait, before we talk about that, Kimberly says, did you see a lot of people on scooters? We did not, but Kimberly, we were on like a weird media.
I saw at least like 2 people.
Yeah. But we were on a weird media. We weren't on like a real cruise.
But I will say about scooters and disability, I did kind of complain about the AquaMouse and whatever. But besides that, almost every walkway has a like a thing, you know, like when you're on a wheelchair and then you could sit on a thing and it like brings you up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I'm not 100% sure because we didn't try and I didn't think to ask anybody, but I think they might be like activated. Like you don't have to like get a cast member to do it for you. Like I think there's some way to activate it yourself. Oh, really? I'm not 100% sure. I need to write that down and remember to look into that next time we go. Cause I thought I heard that like you do it yourself. Like there's.
Yeah. Someone asked, did we have to wear masks? We did not. Although Kitra and I wore masks for the week leading up to the cruise because we were afraid
I didn't want to get
something
COVID
happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you do have to test within 2 days before.
And it always changes.
And be vaccinated.
So I would just keep an eye out because who knows, by the time we go on our next cruise, you might have to wear masks again.
Let me just pop this one up. I know this was just said by Jim and them. Marvel dining experience, does it fill up? Does it need a reservation? Yes, it does need a reservation, but you get the reservation.
Yeah, so they do what they call rotational dining.
Yeah.
So each night you go to a different restaurant, and since this is a 3-night cruise, there's 3 restaurants and you go to each of them.
So you don't know what night you're going to be eating at Marvel. And that also means that if you do a premium dining, you're going to miss out on one of them. Mm-hmm. And you usually have to book that in advance. So we didn't do any premium this time because we didn't want to miss out on any of the new restaurants. Let's talk about Marvel really quick.
Okay.
It seems like she's more down on it than I.
It was fun. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, to be honest.
The aesthetics of the place, it's fully themed out. It feels like you are in like a place that like was created by Stark and Pym and like has these like arc reactor on the ceiling and has light up stuff all over the place and screens all over the place. It pumps in
the music just like Avengers Campus. So like it felt like Avengers Campus to me. With the music.
Oh, does Life of Ours, since you didn't give us the dates on your next cruise, can you tell us if it's we're going 4 days on our next cruise.
Message us.
Message us.
Yeah.
On Instagram. I'm guessing this is, or I'm not even sure which one it is, but okay. The Worlds of Marvel dinner experience, the food items are all from different places within the Marvel universe. So Wakanda, Madripoor, New Asgard, like stuff like that. I think that's kind of lame. To be honest with you, that's kind of lame because Avengers Campus has like the Pym like shrinking and enlarging. That gimmick is so much more fun than like me getting a ribeye from Madripoor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Agreed. So I was hoping there was going to be more stuff like that. Real quick.
The food was fine.
I just wanted to say, Emma says, please continue to show the menus. Love you guys, but your pronunciation of foreign languages is terrible.
We know.
We know. I know.
It's become a thing.
We say the same wrong thing multiple times, and people will message us and they're like, this is how you say it. And I'll physically look at it, and then my brain doesn't comprehend like how to say it correctly. Anyways, go ahead.
So the show that happens during the dinner experience, you're there to see a presentation from Pym. Ant-Man and the Wasp are there to present it. It's like this new technology. They have one of them on, what are they called? Quantum reactors or something?
Yeah.
One of them on every table. We're not going to give spoilers. Bad guys show up. Stuff goes down. New heroes show up. There's this whole action scene. You're basically watching the screens and you're watching the action happen around the ship, kind of like the Marvel Day at Sea. It's funny. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a cute story.
Yeah, it's not like, I feel like usually when those things are done for theme parks, it's cringy and it's written by Imagineers and it's not written by the Marvel Cinematic Universe screenwriters and stuff. This is written by them. Yeah. It feels like.
Yeah. So I liked that aspect of it. I was expecting more characters to be walking around, and that doesn't really happen. Only at the end do you see Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that's it. I was expecting I don't know, just more people to be walking around.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
Yeah. So, but it was, I'm excited to go again.
Yeah. I want to do it again. I thought it was fun. I just wish it was more interactive. At one point, you kind of have to help Ant-Man and the Wasp by using the quantum reactor. I wish there was more stuff like that, and I wish there was more characters that show up.
Yeah.
In the restaurant, but it's funny. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing that surprised us the most
was Arendelle. So one of the restaurants you go to is called Arendelle, a frozen adventure, I think is what it's called. Mm-hmm. And basically you're going to Anna.
It's the first frozen restaurant that Disney has ever created.
Yeah. So you're basically, it takes place right after Frozen 2. Anna is the queen, and you're going to Anna and Kristoff's engagement party. And that's the premise. And I cried 4 times. To give you any indication. And I didn't even really like Frozen 2 that much. I'm more of a Frozen 1 sort of girl. But it is so good. The music is amazing. There's a guy who plays a violin who's awesome.
And that part at the end where he's playing is
we kept a lot of that in the video because it was just so good. I was like, I can't cut this. There's an animatronic Olaf that talks and that goes around the restaurant and will talk to you. Of course, Anna, Elsa, Kristoff. There's the Wandering Oaken who's I think the first time he's a face character, and he sings. Not to spoil, but him and Kristoff sing Let It Go instead of Elsa, and it's so funny.
Your uncle's asking, are the dogs sleeping?
Where
are they?
Yeah. Oh, wait, move over more. Gizmo's right behind you. Look at him. Oh, he's passed out. Sweet boy.
Connor wanted to know, did you go on the christening cruise or a different cruise? We were supposed to be going on the christening cruise. I got COVID. Had to recover. We got invited to the Enchanted Showcase cruise.
Yeah, Disney was so awesome. We didn't expect. I thought they were just gonna be okay, sucks for you. But they were oh, you could come on this one if you want. So that was amazing.
I have a feeling it happened to quite a few people.
Yeah.
So it's happening. If you follow, I don't know. My Twitter timeline and stuff is everybody getting COVID.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, you avoid it for 2.5 years, and you finally hit because I think this new variant is just super contagious.
Yeah. I'm actually before it used to be if you got it, you didn't have to worry for a few months because you kind of had antibodies. With this new variant, you kind of you can get it again, I think in 2-3 weeks or something.
Oh, wow. Well, you haven't got it yet.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit more worried about it this time around.
Hopefully you don't get it before we go.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say, the food. So the food at the Arendelle restaurant, it's a mixture. So all of the restaurants on this new ship are complete, or the menus at the main dining restaurants are different. I think there might be some repeats in some of them, like the ribeye or whatever. But for the most part, they're completely new menus. And what was fun about the Arendelle menu is that a lot of the stuff was Swedish or Nordic, Norway. Norwegian,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Basically stuff like kind of like inspired by Arendelle. So like I was adventurous and I tried some of that stuff, and
I didn't.
And Peter, yeah. I mean, one of your things had like the lingonberries on it or whatever. Yeah. But it was very, very good. They have like this cocktail that's like called Frozen Fractals, and it's like bright blue, and it has like glitter in it, and it has like almost looks like pieces of like icicles in it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like it didn't really look that cool like when we filmed it, but in person it was really cool.
I think we actually waited to get to it too because there was singing and stuff going on. Yeah, and I think those fractals kind of like disappeared, like melted or whatever.
And see, I see someone in there saying that they don't like Frozen 2. You don't have to like Frozen 2, but let me tell you, that music hits. It's better than you think it is, because a lot of the times that I was crying were from the Frozen 2 songs.
I'm not a fan of Frozen 2. I think Frozen 2, I think the music's good, but I don't like Frozen 2. I was like, literally crying.
Yeah, he cried too.
The performers on there are just incredible.
So good.
Your Uncle Eric says 947 likes. He's complaining. There's 2,000 people in here.
First of all, everyone say hi to my Uncle Eric. And get us to 1,000.
Oh, Steven says, my wife Abby and I are celebrating our 6th wedding anniversary today. Maybe a Disney cruise next year for 7.
Do it.
By the way, happy anniversary to Steven and Abby. The Zia family says I love the content regardless. When's the next Disneyland trip?
So we had a reservation for tomorrow.
But we canceled that.
Tomorrow is actually Disneyland's 67th birthday.
It's also Oga's birthday.
Oh, dang.
Weird.
Do you think there's going to be something special for her?
Well, she was having that drink that
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we were... See, everyone's saying hi to you, Eric. So anyways, we were going to go tomorrow, but
we have editing to do, and we also thought it wasn't smart.
Yeah. Also, like, we really don't want to catch, because we're going on the Wish like really, really soon. So we don't want to like risk it. So, but I think once we get back, then we'll go.
Yeah. Adventures with Mundane Martha. I love that name for a channel. It says, hello, I really want to go on a cruise, but I'm worried about getting motion sickness. Do you have any tips? And does it help have your room on a certain level of ship?
Yeah, I would say the higher up, the better.
Is it?
I know, like, if you're like centered up high, that's what I want. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure if you Google it.
I would say try to get a bigger ship. I feel like you feel the rocking less with a bigger ship.
Yeah. I get very bad motion sickness very easily. I normally wear C-bands, which are like these wrist things that have like a pressure point. I don't know if they actually work or not.
Some people say it's placebo. Some people say it's science.
And then I'll take Dramamine. But the last couple times that we've gone, I haven't had to do anything, and I was fine. But then I also have this thing called a relief band, which actually sends like electric shocks to your wrist as well. I haven't tried it yet though.
Yeah. Adam, thank you so much, says, it's so nice to see you guys. Your videos bring me joy like every day. Did you guys get any cool merchandise on the Wish?
Not really. I mean, I got
your shirt.
I got this Spirit jersey.
Show the back of it.
Yeah. Let me see. Can you see it on the thing?
Yes.
So I got that.
And then I got, let's see if people can see me. I got this that says inaugural.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It says inaugural. And then the back says.
Ooh, it's shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny.
That's cool. Yeah, they had a lot of merch. We didn't really like have the time to film like a comprehensive video about it. We just showed a few things. But I think when we go back, we're going to like film the entire store.
Yeah, I think we'll do a video showing there's stores.
Yeah. So we're going to show like all of the stuff that's specifically for the Wish. And then we're going to show just like everything that's there basically.
Jaden is here. Says, saying hi from Sydney, Australia. Just joined the live. How was your trip? Hope it was
Jaden.
well.
Thanks for joining us. It was great.
Yeah.
We're happy you're here.
Nicole, thank you so much. Says, hey guys, thanks for all the great content. Can you please wish my triplets, Emma, Abby, and Everett, a happy birthday? They turn 5 tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Abby, Emma, and Everett.
Yeah, you're almost the same birthday as Pixel.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true.
Not really. But yes, happy birthday, Emma, Abby, and Everett.
Oh, someone's asking if we could do a live stream. I don't know if
On the Wish?
how the signal would hold up when we're like in the middle of the
We
ocean.
can try.
But I want to do that, but I don't know. Maybe we could try it, and then if it's an epic fail, like whatever.
Underscore wants to know, did you get some free inaugural stuff in the cabin like the Star Cruiser? We did. We originally had it in our video. It's not going to be in the video because it just felt like it was slowing stuff down.
Yeah.
We got like a bag, a small bottle of champagne that we ended up giving to our friend Kevin and Allison.
We got some some tumblers, and we got a book, like a Disney.
I want to read that book before we go.
We haven't looked at it yet. We need to put that in the bathroom so I can read it while I'm in the bathroom.
Christy says, shout out to Kitra's thoughtful, consistent editing on this channel and underappreciated craft. Love you too,
Oh,
Peter.
thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate that.
Really true. Blade, thank you so much. Says, we love watching you guys on the weekends. We have a cruise coming up and get hype from your cruise videos.
Oh my God. Have a great time, you guys.
And AB Pokemon says, Severance at San Diego Comic-Con panel / offsite. Love the videos. Not sure if we'll get over there.
I don't think we're going to, dude, a Severance like thing.
In another year where we didn't have a cruise right coming after Comic-Con, we would go to Comic-Con.
Yeah,
and
we'll
have
go
fun.
next year.
But Kitra, there's a lot of walking, number one. Number two, we don't want to get COVID before the cruise.
We'll go next year.
It's fine if we get COVID because we work from home. I mean, it's not fine, but if we get COVID, we can quarantine at home. We can stay safe and stuff like that. But if it's gonna ruin us going on a cruise, that's bad.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna try to go next year for sure.
Yeah. We would risk it normally and wear masks and go to Comic-Con, but it's just too close to do that. Krista says Peter should vote with eyebrows. 4 out of 5 eyebrows.
You could always tell when Peter likes something.
Not wrong.
His eyebrows.
Yeah. Holly sent the super chat, didn't say anything. Thank you so much, Holly. And we have...
Is Diz Life of Ours still in the chat?
I don't know.
If you are, if not, I'll message you, but it is the day you're thinking of. I'll just tell you that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll message
So
you.
we're all going in for the $5,000
Yes, let's do it. All right. Any more questions?
No, we caught up to real time.
Yay.
You can tell by the height of his eyebrows that is true.
Very true. I will say you were throwing out a lot of 4s and 5s on the cruise.
Yeah. It's good food. It's good service on Disney Cruise. We had an incredible time. There's so much to do there. There's so much to see. We didn't get to see it all.
There's so much we didn't get to eat or drink.
Yeah. We didn't even see a couple of the lounges.
We didn't even go in the movie theaters, anything.
Yeah, there's 2 movie theaters this time around. One of the shows did not show while we were there because they were just either not ready or who knows what. We saw Little Mermaid. We saw a...
Oh, yeah, the shows. Let's talk about the shows.
We saw a dress rehearsal. We were the first people in the world to see a dress rehearsal of the entire Little Mermaid. And it was great.
Yeah, it was really cool.
But I think the better show is Seize the Adventure.
So it's a show. It's perfect for Disney Cruise fans because it's about being on a Disney cruise. It's basically there's Captain Minnie, who's a full talking, moving mouth Minnie. And Goofy wants to be the captain, but he doesn't have a lot of confidence. So he takes the wheel and then he goes to all these different magical portals and like songs come out. Yeah.
You didn't. Yes. So Goofy's the captain now. I didn't get to say that in the video.
You didn't. I don't think you did. Maybe you did.
Did I?
No, I don't think you did.
What the heck?
Missed opportunity.
Yeah. By the way, congrats to Mondo and the Mystery Bay.
Yeah.
They announced they are having a baby.
I know.
A
Mystery Bay? Or no, a baby bay?
baby bay.
A mystery baby bay?
Yeah. But what else do we want to talk about with the cruise? There's so much that we didn't really get to experience. Like there's a lot of, they've upped their cocktail game on Disney Cruise this time.
The cocktails.
There's a lot of like, there's places that have like smoke bubbles and ice bubbles and like it's like very experiential and like Instagram worthy kind of stuff. I had this drink with like Dole Whip. It was good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That drink I got up there was not good.
It wasn't?
No, I got some like I don't know. It was not, I wouldn't recommend. But yeah, normally like on the Disney cruises they have very basic. I mean, they have some nice cocktails with what?
Thank you to Holly.
Oh, thank you, Holly. But I feel like they're really trying to get more like creative with the drinks on the Wish, which is cool.
Yeah. Kimberly Moore is finding out from our video about the Mondo news. Sorry, Kimberly, to break the news.
I know we saw it right before we started live streaming. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Wonderfully Normal says, Kitra, did you see the new trailer for the Amazon Lord of the Rings show? I'm officially intrigued. We're celebrating the 67th tomorrow. We'll say hi to Oga for you.
Have a good time, you guys. I wish we could be there.
That trailer is a lot better than the trailer. Trailer before it looked like crap.
So I did watch it. It actually looks awesome now. But I'm hesitant because that first trailer was so bad in my opinion that I feel like this was like they're like, oh, what, like they showed all these like drone shots of like New Zealand or wherever, of Middle Earth. And I feel like that was to like make people who like the movies like excited. So I hope there was some cool shots. I think it's going to be really good. I just have to convince him to watch it with me because he's not like a fantasy guy.
No, I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
We'll see. Susie says, how would you rate the comfortableness of the bed?
10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. 5 out of 5. 10 out of 10. Very comfortable.
The X Beard Show says, hello from Xando from Portugal.
Hey.
Happy to see you guys are okay.
Well, hello.
Hello. And
what time is it in Portugal? My dad lives in Spain. I always thought it was past your bedtime over there.
when is the first cruise video? It's either going to be tomorrow or Monday. Probably tomorrow.
Or Monday. Probably tomorrow. It's basically done. We just have a few finishing touches.
Yeah. Did you see the Paper Girl show? I did not. I read the comic, so I'm excited about it. I think you read some of the comic.
I think I read the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that'll be cool. Don't think the new Lord of the Ring was filmed in New Zealand. Oh, okay.
Or was it? I thought it was.
Well, whatever. They tried to make, my point was they tried to make it kind of look similar to the whatever.
Great Hall. People laying on the floor at midnight and looking up at the ceiling. Does something happen at midnight?
Good question.
There is a thing that happens, this magical like good night kiss of sorts twice a night, I think.
Yeah.
Weird thing is I was told it only happens at the last night.
But it happened.
But on our cruise, it happened every night. So I'm not sure if they were testing it or if it only happens. I don't know.
Well, I hope it's like on the app so people know about it, because like if you don't know about it,
I think it's supposed to be like unadvertised.
Oh.
It's supposed to be like,
well, we're gonna just like have to stake out in there to see when it happens.
I think it was like 7:30 and 10.
Yeah, which are like so random.
Yeah. Do you only respond to super chats or other interesting things? Also, love you guys. Other interesting things and super chats.
We do both.
Yeah. Are you guys going to Oogie Boogie Bash? We are. We're going to the first night.
Yes, we'll be there. I'm excited for Oogie Boogie Bash.
There's going to be a special Comic-Con screening of Paper Girl. My friend...
yeah, what's even going on at Comic-Con this year? I don't even know.
I'm not sure if that's announced. I can't say it. Kat sent the super sticker.
Oh, thank you, Kat. How cute. Shaking his hips. I want to go grab Gizmo.
Why?
He's a good boy.
Gizmo's been having diarrhea lately and leaving presents for us.
Peter.
All along the hallway, and then you get up at night to like go get a drink, and then you like step in it, and you're like,
yeah, he's been having stomach issues.
Gizmo!
So I had to make him chicken and rice.
Yeah.
But then he still had stomach issues after that. So I don't know what's wrong with him. Oh, he's a sweet boy.
Danny asked, the Toy Story play area wasn't open for the first cruise on the Wish. Was it open for yours? When we went over there, it looked like it was open.
Yeah, the water was going.
Adults aren't allowed to go in it though.
I will say that area is super cute. That's probably my favorite out of like any of the Disney ships.
Yeah.
So cute.
Are you dressing up for Oogie Boogie?
Probably not. To be honest.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
there's
see.
Gizmo. Good boy.
Gizmo.
Gizmo
Are you the gizziest
is
whiz?
the gizziest whiz. Oh, he is. Oh, he is. You know what? We need to sing it in the real tone because in our video, we didn't even sing it like in the proper tone.
Because I don't sing on camera. Will you visit the Wish Spa? We checked at the Rainforest Room, which is incredible. And if you want a relaxing place to hang out on the cruise ship, I highly recommend getting the Rainforest package.
We walked around in it. It's my first time ever going. I've never been to a spa before. So it was my first time ever like seeing one. And it looks awesome.
We only saw we didn't see the full spa. We saw like just the rainforest.
Yeah,
area.
there was nobody in there. Don't worry. We weren't like filming people.
Yeah.
But I would love to like go there again one day. Gizmo is the gizziest whiz. Oh, he is. Oh, he is.
Someone wants to know, how are you going on another cruise after what happened last time?
I'm just praying that I don't get hurt. You can't live in fear forever.
Yeah.
Trust me.
That could have happened anywhere.
I didn't fall on the cruise, first of all. But it is scary being in a foreign country, being away from home and having an accident.
Yeah.
So I would recommend getting travel insurance. But I could live my life in fear, but I'm still nervous every time I walk that like my knee's going to give out and I'm going to fall. With the AquaMouse, it's a very scary feeling, like having nothing to grab onto and like the possibility of falling again. So I've been taking baby steps. I'm not fully there. I'd say I'm like 70% there. There's still things that scare me that I like don't want to do, if that makes sense.
I think you would have been better if I got up and I could help you.
We'll do it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't. My leg was already hurting at that point, and I just didn't want to.
Haley, thank you so much. I've never cruised, but would like to next year. What is your all-time favorite cruise? We like Disney, but I've loved your Royal Caribbean videos.
That's tough. We get asked that a lot. Personally, I think the favorite cruise that I've ever gone on is Symphony of the Seas Royal Caribbean. That has everything. And that's like a mega ship, so like you really don't feel it moving.
If you have kids, I think nobody beats Disney.
Yeah. Or if you are a big Disney fan, just keep in mind Disney cruises are like almost like 3 or 4 times more expensive than like a Royal Caribbean cruise, or maybe just twice as expensive.
I would say 3 to 4.
Because you could get a really good deal on all the other cruise lines.
Yeah.
Basically, Disney, like they don't budge on their prices.
Some people say it's worth it.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you so much for that. I love your videos. Thank you for the sticker. I met you in the lounge at LAX.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
And I see you, Aaron.
Yeah, we got to go to the Delta Lounge. It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, I used my Amex card to get into the Delta Lounge.
Yeah. It
cool.
was like totally worth it.
I think it was like the second time I've ever been in a lounge and the first time she's been in a lounge. And you know what? I'm now a convert. Anytime we go to the airport, if we get there early,
Has anyone here ever been in an airport lounge? There's showers in there. You could take a shower. Like that like blew my mind.
You'll
I was
see
like,
this
what?
in our next daily vlog, by the way.
Yeah.
On Patreon.
There's like, and you get free food, you get free alcohol.
Yeah, we were having pineapple mimosas.
Yeah, there's like, it's insane. It was great. I was like, this exists in an airport? What is going on?
Miguel says, I wanted to know if there's any annual pass holders discount on booking a Disney cruise, and would this include the Wish? I don't think there is, Miguel.
I think like there might sometimes, like if you're a Florida resident, they might get cheaper rates.
And if you're a cast member.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any.
Nothing on the Wish yet.
Ronnie asked if I ever got my physical therapy situation figured out. I did. I've gone to physical therapy twice now. It took freaking forever.
Oh, well, you're going like all the way like in Chinatown somewhere, and it's
I'm going on Wilshire.
Oh,
it's not that far. It only takes like 10 minutes to get there. But yeah, it's not so far. It's just like, I guess I didn't know what physical therapy was, but basically like I just go there and they like massage my ankle, and then like I do a few workouts and then I go home.
Yeah.
So, and then I have like all these workouts that I'm supposed to be doing at home that I haven't really been doing that I need to start doing.
How did you guys meet and become friends with the Trackers?
Good question. I think I like watched their YouTube videos.
She got me into
them. And then
them.
I kind of got him into it. He's like, why are you always watching these people? And then we started watching them together, and it kind of became like, we watch a lot of YouTube people.
And then we were doing on Slash Film, I think we were doing a...
Slash Film is his website.
We were doing a thing where we were talking about like a new thing to watch. And I brought up Tim Tracker because he had just, I think, done like a Pandora World of Avatar. Actually, I'm not even sure if it was then, but it was... I brought him up, and I think like somehow we connected over that. Like he appreciated me mentioning him, and
they just started talking and became friends.
Yeah.
And
I remember we met at the press event for Fast and the Furious Supercharged in Florida.
Oh yeah,
Universal Orlando. We didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but yeah, he was so nice.
Yeah, they're great people.
Have you tried swimming for rehab?
No, but a lot of people told me. I don't know how. I guess I need to look into that. But I feel like that could be
How did you feel on the cruise when you were swimming?
Felt normal.
The problem with the Disney cruise is all the pools are very shallow now.
Yeah, yeah, that's a strike against it. I feel.
Yeah.
All the pools are. There's like pools that are only this deep, like multiple ones with like nowhere to sit. Like you're just supposed to sit on the ground. Like, I don't know. They're very strange.
Yeah. Kenzie, thank you so much. How cool would a Harry Potter themed cruise be?
Oh my God. That would be awesome, Kenzie. You've got good ideas. Let's call Universal. Get them
Harry
to make
Potter dinner show on a cruise would be awesome.
Imagine if Universal had a cruise ship.
Or like a Pirates Night, but it's Harry Potter. And
they'd have like a Jurassic Park themed restaurant, Harry Potter themed restaurant, Fast and the Furious, Minions Oh my God.
Our friend Chris says the Singapore Airlines lounge at Singapore Airport was epic and probably the best in the world.
Ooh.
Lounges I've ever visited.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like start going to these lounges everywhere. Because now I'm like, I want to see like what every airport has.
It's wonderfully normal. Says my first and last time ever in an airport lounge was actually with Peter on our way back from New Orleans. It felt so cool. That was probably the only other time I've ever been in an airport lounge. So
that's funny.
Yeah. I went on a set visit with E back in the day.
Oh, man.
A Universal Cruise Line is an amazing idea, someone says.
Dude, get on it, Universal.
Yeah, make it happen.
Could you imagine? God, that would be so awesome. They'd have like a Jaws like swimming pool.
Watch out, people. There's a shark in the pool.
Yeah, and then like randomly just like a shark comes up and like gets you.
And then there's just like fans squirting water at you everywhere.
Yeah. There's like just every occasion they're like just squirting water in your face.
What was your favorite food on the Wish? Asked Diane.
I feel like nothing was like amazing for me, but our favorite meal was mine was probably the there's like this whole new area on the pool deck that's like a food hall almost, and there's a Mexican restaurant, a barbecue restaurant, a pizza place that has like
this Mickey's barbecue, it's Donald's Mexican.
Cantina. Yeah. And then there's place that just has like burgers or whatever.
It's way better than it should be.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like Chipotle, but like with more options.
The barbecue was amazing. The Mexican was amazing.
Yeah.
We didn't try the pizza or the...
But the pizza looked good. Like, it was like fresh. Like, they were making it in front of you and then putting it in pizza ovens, which like they normally don't do that. Normally it's like crappy pizza, like microwave pizza. Oh, I feel like we only ate there like one day. We should have eaten
Someone
there
just did a
twice.
Westworld cruise, but that made me think on the Universal cruise, they could have the Water World stunt show at sea.
Yes. It would be like the Aqua show on Royal, but
Yes.
like that would be sick.
That'd be epic.
Dude.
Universal, you need to hire us. We have ideas.
Yes.
Daisy's Pizza is what it's called.
Yeah, Daisy's Pizza. You're right.
So
Donald's Cantina. What's the barbecue one? Mickey's Barbecue?
Mickey's... It's Mickey's something barbecue. I don't remember.
And then it's like Minnie's Ice Cream. And then I don't know what the other one's called. Probably Goofy's Burgers or something. A Severance Cruise. Nope. Or, yeah. I mean, I'd do it.
Is there any reason you guys came home between cruises instead of staying in Orlando since the turnaround is a bit tight? We wanted to see the dogs. And
yeah. We were contemplating staying
it costs a lot of money
there.
to do a hotel.
Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, I would have loved to just do that. But yeah.
We also need to edit. Like, if we didn't need to edit in between, we could have like done some parks and shot some videos and stuff like that. But we don't have time.
Yeah. I would have loved to stay there, trust me, if we could have.
Yeah.
But it just gets expensive.
We actually didn't even expect to see anything in Orlando because Disney from the cruise ship was going to bus us to the airport. But our friend we had a couple hours. Our friend Kevin convinced us to go to Disney Springs.
Yeah, so we went to Disney Springs and at least got to eat at Homecoming. So that was fun.
Have you ever thought about going on the Turner Classic Movie Cruise? I have not.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Although I'm not a huge Turner Classics movies person. I'm not like a big like classics guy. But
Goofy's Grill.
Goofy's Grill.
What's the other one called?
Sean says it was so nice to meet you guys on board.
Oh,
Good to
awesome.
meet you, Sean. Oh wait, I just clicked on the wrong one. There we go.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Sean.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Sean.
We hope you guys had a great time. I can't wait to go back.
We met a bunch of people on board. It was cool.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Disney, so I guess I'm not that surprised, but I don't know. I never expected on a cruise ship for some reason.
What was your favorite restaurant? Arendelle.
Arendelle, 100%. 100%. If I would have never guessed that it would be. I thought for sure it was going to be Marvel.
We didn't do breakfast or lunch at any of the restaurants. We only did lunch at Marceline.
Yeah.
I will say
We're just not breakfast
she was
people.
kind of disappointed by Marceline. I like the
didn't
international
like it.
section. It had a chicken tikka masala and like this beef
That's the buffet.
Szechuan. Yeah, that was good.
It was okay. I just feel like compared to Royal Caribbean buffets, like the Disney ones aren't as good. They're fine.
Royal Caribbean Oasis class pools or Disney Wish pools? Royal Caribbean.
Royal. I mean, Royal's got to beat the Solarium is so much better.
Yeah.
Like there's like 10.
For an adult area.
Yeah. It's so good. I feel like we didn't appreciate it when we had it.
Could you feel the boat moving like my last Disney cruise? The ship was rocking.
Personally, no. This trip, the waters were very calm.
If you go out of like Florida, I feel like if you go on a bigger cruise, it's less likely to feel it.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely been times where I felt it.
Yeah.
But this particular trip, I did not. Like, there was points where I didn't even know. Like, you would have no idea that you were in the middle of the ocean.
Is Cabanas better than Marceline? I think Marceline's better than Cabanas.
They're equal. I mean,
I think there's more. There's more at Marceline. There's more stations. There's it's like without even opinion.
yeah.
Like
Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I don't know. I've only done Cabanas once.
So it's just a matter of like, do you like the theming of Finding Nemo versus the theming of like this?
They're both good.
Yeah.
A Titanic themed cruise. That's a good idea.
Which cruise do you suggest for a single first time cruiser?
Probably Royal, but from the ones I've done,
I think so too.
or maybe even Virgin Voyages.
Kelsey says, were you guys on the same cruise with Ben and David? It looked like your Instagrams matched up. Love you. All your we didn't really get a chance to hang out, but we kept on crossing paths.
I know. I wish we would have taken a photo together.
We were supposed to we were like, let's grab like drinks on the last night, and it never happened. I felt so bad for them. I know they talked about this online, but they lost their luggage on the way there, so they lost like all their clothes and stuff. I felt so bad.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
What?
Kenzie says the hangars were moving back and forth. That's how much it was rocking. I've been there.
Tony says, ever try a concierge room on DCL? We haven't.
No.
There is a concierge section of this ship. We didn't really get to see it, but it looked amazing. And I've never really wanted to do concierge until now. Like, it really feels like that pool and hot tub and area. That was the area with like, they had like the suntan lotion.
Yeah, they have like complimentary like suntan lotion, which I was like, they should put that everywhere around the ship, but I guess they want you to spend money.
But it actually, I feel like the spa and that on this cruise ship seems more.
I feel like if we
valuable.
ever go on a cruise where we're not filming and we just want to totally relax, we should like splurge and do that.
Splurge concierge.
Yeah. I don't know what the price difference is. It's probably so much.
I've never
Disney.
looked into it.
Yeah. A nope cruise.
Nope. Kelsey says they still don't have their luggage and they're going on a Carnival Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Next.
They actually had a weird situation where they had to, because otherwise they would have lost a lot of money on the flight. They actually had to, right after the Disney cruise, they had to fly back to England and then basically like 24 hours later, like fly back to America to go on their next cruise because they couldn't cancel their flight. Otherwise it would have canceled like the return flight or something.
Yeah. And it would have cost them a lot more money.
Yeah. So they basically had to like get off the cruise, time travel to England. And then like, I can't imagine how jet lagged they are.
Yeah. They are nice guys.
Yeah, they're so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I think get your last questions in because I think we're wrapping up here.
Disney Wish cruise cabin or the best Disney hotel room you've had?
Probably the best. I mean, the cruise cabins are small, but the beds are very comfortable. But what's the best Disney hotel room we've had?
Probably Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Well, we also got to stay at the Grand Floridian once and at the Grand Californian once. But I'd still probably pick Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I feel like I like Animal Kingdom more. Oh, the cabin.
Or Alani. Alani was pretty good.
Alani was good. Yeah.
Minion cruise. That would be chaos. Chaos, Dean.
What do you think is next for annual passes? I think that we're going to see renewals come up soon. Because everybody's passes are going to be up for a renew. I think it's going to happen.
To be honest, I feel like I'm so out of the loop in that sort of thing. Just because we haven't been going to Disney that much, I haven't really been paying attention to anything that's happening.
Victoria says, "Did you get to see any of the kid areas? Did you see the slide?" So this is a fun thing. The Oceaneers Club, you enter it from the Grand Hall. You go down the slide that goes down like 2 stories.
Yeah, the kids club is freaking awesome. And then the kids...
Kitra did the slide.
I did do the slide.
It's going to be in the video.
That was pretty fun. I recommend doing the slide. It's fast. Faster than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. In that area is cool. There's like an Imagineering section where you get to build your own ride and then like ride it. And then there's like a more kiddie area that's like cruise themed. There's a Marvel area we didn't get to see.
Yeah, that wasn't... Maybe we'll see it next time.
The Star Wars area is really cool. And I learned a little bit about that from the cast member where there's like a couple different programs. There's one where like a Rathtar is on the loose. You got to help fun. Chewbacca and Rey contain the Rathtar. Yeah, it's cool.
Somebody asked about the flushing. There we go, Mr. Drew. The flushing was a 5 out of 5 Ordinary Adventure star.
Yeah, you'll see that.
It was powerful. And there was a pop at the end of it. It was like, and then went, it was like insane. It was great.
Oh, here's a teaser for our first video. We went on deck for the sail away party. While they sail away, they do this big party with all the Disney characters, and they do like I don't even know what they do this time because it's completely new.
Yeah.
And when we did it,
It rained.
downpour. So you're going to see as like chaos ensues.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I forgot
Everybody
about
goes
that. Hopefully we could see it the next time.
Yeah. Thoughts on the People Mover?
I haven't been paying attention to that. I hope it comes back.
Rumor has it it's coming back to Disneyland, but they're going to cut off portions of it. So it's not going to go over Autopia, and it's probably not going to go through Tomorrowland. You know, like where it goes
Through the
past
buildings?
Yeah.
Then what's
No, it's going to go through the buildings, but it's not going to go. You know, the like while you're walking into Tomorrowland, there's like above you going through. They're going to cut off that area.
Yeah, so then how would it go through the buildings?
It will. It's just I don't know.
So why haven't they done this sooner?
I don't know.
I mean, I hope it comes back, but like I haven't been paying attention to that sort of thing. I'm so out of the loop.
Adrian says, how cool would it be to have an Ordinary Adventures event at a venue where you could have fun with you guys?
That would be
I'd
the
love
dream.
to do a cruise sometime.
Yeah. What would you guys be interested in doing, like a group cruise? We could do like Royal Caribbean maybe, since that's a little bit more like cheaper. And then
would you want to see Royal Caribbean or Disney? Disney's more expensive. Royal Caribbean's more
or
adult.
Disney. Yeah, I don't know. That could be fun. Except I don't really know. Like, I know a lot of other YouTubers do group cruises. I don't really know what that entails.
Yeah.
Like, I guess like we just meet up at certain times and like get drinks or something. I don't know. But if that's like if you guys are interested in that, like it could be fun.
Yeah, let us know.
To do eventually.
Would you like Disney or Royal Caribbean? That's the question.
Or Carnival. Or Princess, or what are the other ones? Norwegian.
I don't think I would want to go on a new cruise. I would want to go on something we've been on before.
I think we should go on Symphony of the Seas, then we could all do the zip line.
Yes.
That would be awesome. I feel like that would be the best because it's the biggest, so like we'd have the most space.
People like this idea, and a lot of people are saying Royal, it seems.
Interesting. We'll keep that. Disney Nerd says, I've done Disney cruise group cruises for smaller creators. Who? Did you do Lake Life? Because I know that, don't they do group?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Maybe we can message them and ask them like what.
Yeah. Because I don't even know where to start with that.
Yeah.
That seems complicated, but it would be fun.
Yeah, just like go get like breakfast, go get like a drink. I don't know.
It seems like a lot of people are saying Royal Caribbean,
I see both.
but it seems like more.
Now here's the question. Where would we go? Alaska? Mexico? Italy?
David from Fresh Bake said it's just a rumor at this time, and he said, I'll believe it when he sees it. Well, yeah, agreed.
Well, hopefully they announce every year. I feel like at D23, we're waiting for them to announce the big Tomorrowland makeover, and they never do. So I'm not getting my hopes up.
Yeah, we'll see. Did we find any hidden Mickeys? Someone asked. We did.
No, we did.
Yeah, remember in rainforest, outside the rainforest?
No.
Okay, I pointed it out, and you were like, "Oh,
Outside of the rainforest?
rainforest room area."
No, I don't remember. I guess I'll find out in the video. All right. So I think on that note, it's time to go.
She doesn't listen to me. Anyways, thanks for everybody for watching. We had a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out, talking cruises with us.
Gizmo knows it's almost time.
How does he know?
He can tell in our voice when we're done.
He can't tell.
Well, let's do a fake out and see if he comes over here. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Nope, he didn't.
He's making noises.
He's not smart.
He's going.
I love Gizmo, but he is not smart. He does not know what's going on.
Well, stay tuned for hopefully the first video coming tomorrow, if not Monday, and then more after that. There's going to be at least 3 videos, probably more.
Probably more. Well, there'll definitely be more from our other crews. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Bye, guys. Time to go get some round table pizza.
She never orders it.
Round
Never
table
happens.
pizza time to